everyone, it's Noelle at the Pittston Library again, and today I wanted to cover for you a lot of the news resources that we have at the Pittston Library online. I know a lot of you like to come in and check out the newspaper, and obviously with the closing and everything, can't do that, but I did want to offer this option for you. So it's really great if you just want to check out the news, like I said, or maybe you're doing some research or you have to work on something for school. So I wanted to show you what we have available to you. So like I've done here, you're going to want to go to the pittstonmemoriallibrary.org, and then just like we talked about in the first video this week, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page where we keep the online library resources. And you're going to see pretty immediately at least two familiar newspapers here. So we're going to talk about those for a second. Both the Times Leader and the Citizen's Voice, we're not going to cover them too detailed or anything, but they are a part of this larger America's News database. So they are searchable through here. But if, for example, there's an article or something that you're looking for that you know for a matter of fact came from the Citizen's Voice or the Times Leader, and you want to go right to the horse's mouth, you can certainly click those databases and look for your article there. Something to be mindful of, though, when you're searching through any of these newspapers is that not all of them are covering everything from infinity and beyond. So you might have newspaper coverage from like 2002 to present, or some go farther, 1990 to present, or what have you. So it's just something you want to keep in mind as you're doing a lot of your searching. Sometimes it's a lot of trial and error, and other times you get really quite lucky. So we're going to head over to America's News, and I'll show you what you'll need to do. So this is the prompt that's going to fly up first. What you're going to need to search all of these newspaper databases is your library card. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in that number, and you're going to hit log in. And just be mindful, don't put any spaces or anything like that. If you should have any kind of problems getting in, just let us know. So if we go over here, I've already logged in, and this is the main screen that's going to fly up. I just want to show you really quick, kind of to give you an idea of what kind of things make up this database. So if you want to scroll down a little bit, you're going to see all the way in the right-hand corner that these are, like I said, a lot of the newspapers that are making up this whole thing, and there are more than what's visible right here. But these two are going to be the most familiar to you. But if you were to click, just for example, let's just do that, USA, Pennsylvania. You can see that there's at least 106 sources on this particular area that are part of the USA newspaper. So if you kind of scroll through here, they're all alphabetically listed. So if there's something that you're looking for, or you're sure that it's in a particular newspaper, you can go over here and you'll see that. I'm not going to necessarily say that if the newspaper that you know that your article is in is not listed, that you should immediately stop your search. Give it a try anyway. One time my mother was looking for a news article just, through a regular Google search, and she got that, prompt that a lot of us get frustrated with. Oh, you have to pay to see this, or blah, blah, blah. And you're just like, ugh. So what I did was I went through the library system, and I was able to find that same article just published in another newspaper in the state. So, give it the old college try and see. You might be able to find exactly what you're looking for. But if you kind of bop through here, you're going to see a bunch of newspapers. A lot of them will be familiar to you. See over here we have the Times, Tribune stuff. Now this is what I was talking about here, and you can kind of see through these other ones here. They are date sensitive, so the Times Tribune in this case is only running from 2005 to current for this particular thing. some of them are only running to, here, like 2014. So just kind of be mindful as you're searching through. But we're going to go back to the main screen here. And I'm going to do a general search for the Pittston Memorial Library, just to kind of show you what could pop up here. So what I like to do if I'm looking for something very specific is, a lot of times this is just something to try, I put it in quotes. Because when you're doing a database search, oftentimes when you're pulling different things, it's going to pull the words that you used, but it might not necessarily put them all together. So if you put it in quotes anywhere in the article that the phrase "the Pittston Memorial Library" is used, is going to be pulled, and we'll just see what we get. So sometimes this is just helpful, narrowing everything down. Okay, so you can kind of see I got a pretty good surge of options here. So this bold here is my quote. They're showing me that this exact phrase got pulled, and as you can see, the news is current. So this is from March. They're talking about the pandemic and what the library is doing, so we all know about that. And this article is from as recent as the 11th, so that's this week, so that's pretty good. Right. So if you want to then make it a little bit more specific, you can hit advanced search. And if you're looking for a particular date or a certain kind of subject, you can go in here and let's just hit all text and say I want to know about the Pittston Memorial Library mini golf. You can do a search of that. See, and over here they're talking about our recent mini golf, so we'll give that a click. And right here you're going to see Jerry Gibbons' whole article on the Pittston Memorial Library's recent mini golf. So that's a lot of fun. And over here you can see like the highlighted parts are going to show what we searched in and all of that. And if it's something that you want to hang on to for your records or what have you, you can just hit print. You can download it and save it to your computer, email it to a friend, cite your resource for school. You can even change the text size. Well, that's really great. We'll just go home here. And then, like I said, you can narrow down your search here too. So if there was a specific date, you could certainly go through and do your search that way as well. And I should also add that if you're looking for newspapers that are not in Pennsylvania, you can also search just the country in general. Maybe you have a relative who lives out of state and you're looking to see some of the news in their area. There is an option. Oh, hold on, I lost it. Oh, right there. Hold on. USA Source Locator Map. So this is going to show you the whole state, and if you want to narrow it down to New York, let's say, you can click right on the map directly, or you could select it over here like it's done. You can also search multiple places at once, but for right now we're just going to search New York. So if you were looking for a specific kind of news, could. Or I just did this before just so you kind of get the idea. You could just hit search in general. And they're going to show you a lot of the hot topic news coming out of New York. So this is just showing you a little preview, but if you want to read the whole article, you could select it there. And then narrow things down as well. So this is kind of showing you that a lot of the search results are just like different kinds of things. So college newspapers, a blog, if you're looking just for a specific kind, you can narrow it down, just 2 newspapers, hit apply, and then it's going to filter through everything for you. Okay. So that is our newspaper resources, and we hope that you check these out. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to be in touch. And we thank you very much for watching again, and we'll see you soon.